Hey, Kadir, thank you for sharing your story with us. Oh my goodness, that was some serious job karma happening up in there. And of course, it reminded me of my own situation, getting fired a couple of weeks ago from a school here. But I really appreciated that you tried to walk out of there with your dignity, even when the people around you were basically humiliating themselves by acting ugly. You know what I mean? And even the homeless woman by acting weak, by people just not having any kind of courage to stand up against this elephant that's in the room, that nobody is naming. And so, um, for me, it sometimes can feel kind of insulting that in itself, and even kind of isolating. So I really appreciate that you talk about it a lot because it helps us to hear, first of all, that this is real, that it's not imagined, and it's the aggression because it's when you talk about discrimination, and you talk about things that can be legislated, that's one side of it. But the other side of it is a general level of aggression that people can have that can kind of appear out of nowhere, like Puff the Magic, dragon, and it's mind blowing. So your story, you know, I pray for you. I send you good thoughts. I send you goodwill because I can see that you have goodwill, and even having the courage to sit there and first recount a situation that must have been painful, you know, but also to share it with people all around the world. So I mean, I really commend you um, for talking about it, and I say talking about it, not that you share your pain, but that you're willing to share something that you took very seriously. And a lot of times people are unwilling to talk about things that they take very seriously, especially in mixed company. And so, of course, you look at some of the comments that you have on your thing, and people are like, "Is it a man or is it a woman?" Or I mean, people are still like stuck in the "does it even freaking matter?" The point is, can you be human? I mean, actually, well, like what you were talking about, can you be human to the person that's standing before you? Whether or not you can figure out whether or not they're a man or a woman, whether or not that's your primary question. I mean, just like when you were asking, I mean, just like, the comments that are left there that ask this question, it's just like saying, so if you were the woman behind the counter, the African woman, um, who, couldn't find it in herself to, help her brother out and give her a pen, loan you a pen, that person is asking themselves, are you a man or a woman? And because I can't decide, and because that scares me, I'm going to treat you like you're an animal. Like that kind of thing. That's where these kind of comments come from. So I hope that you also, see that. And, it's sad, but I often say if we listen to each other, if we listen to our elders especially, I mean, talk to old people, talk to people in your family about this and how did they perceive this because they've had to go through these kinds of things. And they'd be interested to know how other people deal with them, how other people contextualize them in their own minds, how people, reason them out, for themselves because um, don't you get tired of being angry and being the only one who's like fired up about this? And I'm so happy that with your anger, you're able to like get these words out and upload this video and respond to people's comments and really try and reason through it because it's insanity. I mean, I often say like you're trying to make sense of a situation that makes no sense. You're trying to make sense of people who are acting in ways that are insane. And so you trying to be a reasonable person in an unreasonable place, you kind of have to, I want to say fall back on, but what I actually mean is rise up to the sense of I'm going to treat everybody here, including the homeless woman, like they are a person. And I'm going to treat them like a part. Now, I would have told that, I would have, you know what, I might have gone down the street and bought myself a pen at the next Walgreens just to demonstrate to that lady that I didn't need to be conquered by whatever crap she had in her mind. Might have even gifted her the pen when I finished and said, there you go. Wish you well. Even though people want to curse you. I think, just like in the cartoons, it's the good witch that wins.